baby dolls. You're sitting here, you're drinking orange juice out of a cup, and you're wondering what's going on. How come crypto moves up so much? Why does it dump? Why are things happening? And the truth is, we're just a bit too early. And you should appreciate it because that means there's still enough edge going here, man. So I have this comment here. Cult leaders understand crypto better than you. They get to witness 10,000 people rushing in, buying with excitement, telling them their reasons to buy, and people base their forward expectations from this exact reason. And sometimes it makes an obvious top signal, right? When they move the goalposts after reaching it. So we are still early to crypto. And that's because no chain has 1,000 working apps, dApps, decentralized apps, and we don't have an enormous people onboarded. And that means there will be constant speculation when people try new things, new experiments, price pumps, things get destroyed. However, this isn't going to last forever. Eventually, the moonshot excitement will diminish. And you have a cute little Wojak here, eating the pill. Yes. You got to swallow the pill, man. This won't last forever. This edge is decaying over time. Okay? That doesn't mean, okay, we're going to zero. I'm just saying the edge is decaying. Decay. A lot of us are already in and exposed. Alright? You have to think about what's coming next. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these other altcoins. We're trying to measure how they are going to grow in the future, their marketing message, right? So Bitcoin trying to fight gold. That's the Bitcoin main message, right? Gold, 500k Bitcoin price if it was to match. And then probably if Bitcoin beat gold, then they're going to move the goalposts and they're going to say, hey, there's 50 to 100 trillion out there. All that free cash should be floating here in us. You know, that's probably what's going to happen. That might be one of the top signals as well. If we are lucky enough to see this, which I hope we are. You know, before I continue to Ethereum and altcoins, we have to stop here because we understand this gold, Bitcoin part, but I need you to appreciate I've put this together for you, specifically for you. We're friends, right? And I'm not making this up. This is in real life, man. You know, in real life, there's a food industry, right? You can buy fruit. You can buy vegetables. You can go buy alcohol. You can have a Snicker bar, lollies. There's different fruit, food, ice cream, healthy, unhealthy. And it doesn't matter how you look at it. What do we really need at the end of the day? You need like a bare amount of calories, but people keep choosing. They have a pattern of behavior. What about the entertainment industry? There's news, there's movies, there's comedy, there's TV shows. They're all under entertainment. It's weird, right? It's weird how, like, what do you actually need? Do you actually need to watch any of them? You don't, but people do. Different news anchors have different followings. They have different cult communities. Okay? Comedians, you know, everyone's like, yeah, I don't want to take it so seriously, right? Think about it, man. Will crypto follow the same path? Maybe, man. Maybe. You know, we all sit here and think, well, Bitcoin versus Ethereum. No, well, what about Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? It's like going to your friend's house and you say, I want to watch a comedian. I want to watch Dave Chappelle. And then your friends say, no, we only watch news here. We want to see the news. We want to see the weather. Like, think about that scenario. We don't live in that world, right? Your friends, you know, you sit down and say, okay, why don't we just watch both? How about watch the weather, then we go watch the news? You see what I mean? Humans, we don't tend to just go all in on one thing forever. We do at the start, and then reality kind of hits in. I'm trying to think about how humans react when you feed us new information, new things to distract us. Because there really are just distractions, by the way. We don't actually really need everything besides like food, shelter, and some water, right? So Bitcoin, right? Trying to go after gold market cap. What about Ethereum? Ethereum's message. Look at this. Ethereum is a public good. Isn't that very smart? Vitalik's messaging. You think this is an accident? Do you think a guy with this brain, look, zoom in on this guy's head. You think a guy with a brain that can barely fit in his skull just accidentally thought of the words public good to describe Ethereum? No. He's a genius. He knows why he chose the word public good. And it's because if the government tries to ban Ethereum, he can take his socks off and say to them, hey, trying to ban Ethereum is like trying to ban street lights in the public road. It's like trying to ban radio signals. There's no point. It's a public good. We're here to help everyone. It's like trying to ban beach water. Do you understand? This guy, VB, is smart. Very, very smart. VB, Victorian Bitter Beer. All right? Don't underestimate him, man. But we're still early. You know why? Because not everyone's figured it out yet. Everyone is buying all these coins. We're like, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Does it really matter? You know? If you're watching TV and you're like, man, there's this news anchor that's coming on and like he delivers really cool news and he just started and he's like, I can see him getting popular. Like, you don't care if your friend says, oh, dude, why don't you just go watch some comedian TV shows, dude? You don't really care. Like, you understand what you're seeing, right? This is a different part of crypto that we have to explore that no one else is talking about. Why? Because everyone's a paid shoe influencer and they don't really care, right? So, Ethereum. I have the E for Ethereum. It's going to have its layer 2s, trying to build a public good. But we're still early, right? Why are we still early? In my tweet I just mentioned before, there's constant speculation right now because we don't have an existing city made yet, fully fleshed out city. That's what the race is on to do, right? Everyone's trying to do these layer 2 coins, like, oh yeah, value capture. I don't think so, man. I think they're just VC stuff. I think it's going to be the same problem again. They're going to promise everyone, oh, we're changing the world. Yeah, public good, public good. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You did a private ICO raise for Arbitrum and Optimus and all this stuff. Me and you couldn't get in. Is that true? Ethereum did a public ICO thing, you know? I'm not saying it's wrong or right. Maybe there's government regulation, but I'm just saying, man, it's different. It's different now. But they're going to keep saying, we're a public good. We're a public good. You know? Think about it, man. There's different foods, right? You know, yeah, you eat your vegetables, but you got to have a drink sometime. Right? You got to have some orange juice. You know? When you're entertaining yourself, you can't just watch the news all the time and watch people dying on TV. You know? Have a laugh here and there. Watch some cartoons. Watch a movie. Watch an interview. Do you understand? Hope you're getting it now. Crypto is almost like different Pokemons. You don't need to collect them all. You just got to understand a few. Okay, that's why you always see me actually posting little Pokemon gifs. We are like Pokemon. All right, so moving on. All these different things, right? Elon Musk understands this. Of course he understands this. He's trying to get his foot in the door. People are trying to... This is Tesla, right? He dumped the top. Why? He understood that people were buying just to get in for the future growth. When we look at crypto right now, how early are we, man? We're so early that someone like Elon can come in and just say a few words and things go nuts, right? You know, would Elon stand a chance like as a comedian or news anchor? Really, if you had to go for the content and stuff, right? Not really. Because you understand, man, there's the greats. You can't take them down, right? You need more than just coming in and like throwing your schlong around. These people, all these leaders, they understand all this, by the way. So, one day there's going to be, I don't know what chain it's going to be. Maybe it's Ethereum. Let's just say it's maybe Ethereum, right? Or put a question mark. There will be an Ethereum chain here. And the goal is, this is the goal, the dream is there are literally 1,000 applications here. You know, social media, news, just different stuff that we can't even imagine. We're in 1999, I'm trying to tell you about Uber and Facebook and all this stuff. We're making all these applications, basically everything on your Apple iPhone, thrown on here. And we're hoping, everyone's hoping that the network effect is big enough to capture all this. So when we are finally like late to crypto, this is when the city of Ethereum or something else is big enough such that someone coming in with a little layer 1 chain can't do anything. You can't move the needle anymore, right? You just can't move the needle. So this, there's like, put this question mark, someone else coming in, because it's going to be hard there now. It's going to be hard to like get, how many apps can you really use, Right now, anyone can make a layer 1 chain. Man, if you put like 3 killer applications, you can like take over almost all of crypto, Ethereum got number 1 just with Uniswap and Maker. Just think about that. Think about that. There's so many other applications that will be made in the future. And we are still early. We're sitting around waiting for people to figure out how can we make this? How can we make it used in the future? How can we get people to keep using? How can we keep our adoption rates high enough during the bear market? Because they keep dropping off 90%. How can we make applications that people need? All right. That's why we're still early. But friends, this edge isn't going to last forever, man. Like I'm saying, eventually the big city's going to be here. You have no edge, right? It's exactly like you have New York built today. If I said to you, I'm going to go build a new city, you could be like, oh man, okay. You don't even have taxis around. You don't have businesses. You don't have schools. You don't have hospitals. I don't even know the restaurants around. Do you even have parks? Jeez. Do you have an airport? Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Ethereum is trying to get to first place here, right? So is other layer 1 chains. Layer 1 chain race, right? Build an airport. Build bridges. Build schools. Hospitals, right? Businesses. This is what the race is on. The race is still on here. So it's not set in stone. That's why we're early. So you got to understand, why are we early? That's why, man. No one has figured out the full formula yet. No one has been around for that long to like, go from like 3 applications to 6 to 9 to 12 to, to 50, right? Because right now people just throwing layer 1 chains out of nowhere and you can get some price pumps, okay? So you got to understand this. I understand this. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And everyone else out there, all those cult leaders, they know the game, man. They know the game, all right? But this is a smart contract one. That's why I'm saying, hey, maybe Bitcoin just keep targeting the gold people. Maybe that's literally Bitcoin's goal. Is like, hey, gold's 10 trillion market cap, man. Let's just try get 1 trillion at a time. Let's just keep spamming them with our marketing messages that gold is trash and to rotate their gold, dump gold for Bitcoin, right? Maybe that's the world we're gonna live in, right? But you know me, hand on heart. We're not here to be like, well, you're going to be a nice 3x and you're going to be a nice 50x. Let me get a bit of both. No, we're here to win. So we know Bitcoin's slowing down. But, I mean, it's great if you're a stock market boomer. It's giving you better returns. But we're here 18 hours a day, man. We're here 18 hours a day. If we can understand this game, we've got to take advantage of it. Until next time, friends.